Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fans of reality TV, especially down south, if you love Southern hospitality, you're going to love Bradley Carter. Mommy really feels like a VIP in his section because today on Fan or Fanatic, we have Bradley Carter from Southern Hospitality. Three people are clapping. I'm going to have a proper audience someday in a real studio. Bradley, welcome to the show.
Woo! The crowd is going crazy in my head, so I believe that we have an audience of about 400 people. We're doing great.
400, Bradley, that's it. So let me just say this. I did a little research on you because I'm a good host, and you graduated from the Citadel, and I'm from Georgia originally. So I'm a Southern girl who, growing up, a man that went to the Citadel, a guy who played football, a military man. I mean, I've never been with a soldier, Bradley. I like my men to surrender quickly. But I would say that is quite a beginning, and to now be on Bravo. Tell me about a younger Bradley. You grew up where, what, and how?
I mean, to say that the transition from the Citadel to Bravo is it's quite a swing of events, as you can imagine. I mean, born and raised, I'm born in Columbia, South Carolina, and I knew that A, I love Charleston. B, I could get a great education. C, it can kind of set me up for whatever I wanted to be. And at the time, I was really trying to find a great 9 to 5.
Okay.
I'm going to be a great corporate guy. I'm going to wear a suit to work, and I'm going to look damn good doing it. And I was very convinced that that's what I wanted for myself. You know, needless to say, life took a couple turns, and now we're on reality television and doing personal training.
Were you a fan of reality TV?
I wasn't watching football or like Sports Center. We'd be watching like Amazing Race or
Okay.
maybe a wife swap or Deal or No Deal, things in that kind of world. So like the housewife world, like I knew, obviously I've heard of the housewives, but anything beyond that, I had no idea what to anticipate walking into this circus.
So when you graduate the Citadel, what's the first thing you do out of that, and connect the dots from that to Republic?
So when I graduated from the Citadel, I accepted a job. I was in roofing sales and distribution. Did that for about, I want to say 3 years.
Okay.
And it started to get pretty boring for me. I started working part-time at this bar. I had a friend that was the general manager at the time, and he was like, hey, you know, you come out all the time, like you're a part of the nightlife. You should work here part-time and make some cash.
Are we talking about
And I was like,
Republic?
we're talking
Okay.
Republic.
Okay.
Yes. And this is before the TV show was even an option. This was before it was even like registering on my radar. And then, you know, after about 6 months of working there, they're like, hey, you know, they're interviewing people for this possible show. Like, have you ever heard of Southern Charm? I'm like, Southern what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Wow.
Really my thing. Like, I've never done anything to do with reality television. I'm much more of a, like, I like to go out on the weekends, hit on girls, go drink with my boys, and keep it simple.
Yeah. That's Bradley.
And so I interviewed, and I went through the whole interview process.
What's that
And
like, by the way?
it's kind of it's a long process. So there's about 3 to 4 different interviews. Well, in season 1, we interviewed with Leva first.
Okay.
She's like, okay, you already work here, so we know you're a good employee. Well, like, let's see about your personality, like where you fit in and all of this. And a lot of us, that core group on Southern Hospitality, we have been friends for years.
Okay.
Me, Maddie, TJ, Joe, we've known each other for a very, very, very long time. Republic,
Okay.
yeah, exactly. So I met Joe out before he started working at Republic. Me and Maddie have been working there the longest. TJ worked at another bar, but food and bev industry in Charleston is so small.
Yeah.
Charleston's small, and food and bev is even smaller. So we already knew each other. We were already friends. And then Joe started working part-time. So I did that. We went through, it's like a 3 or 4 step process. Interviewed with Leva. We interviewed with a production company. We interviewed with the Bravo. And we didn't hear anything for like 6 to 8 months.
Oh,
It was a while.
wow.
Yeah. So after we finished the interview process, we heard nothing. It was crickets.
In those
We shot-
months, were you watching Southern Charm at all to get a flavor?
Did start to become more aware of it. I can't say that I wasn't aware because now people, charmers would come into the bar, we'd be around town, and then someone would be like, "Oh, hey, this is so and so from Southern Charm," and I'd be like, "Okay." Now I'm putting the pieces of the puzzle together. Fun, like I had a couple after parties at my house,
Oh, wow.
and there were a couple Southern Charmers showed up a few times, and at this point, I realized like, okay, I need to kind of figure out what I really want to do with my life, and so I started doing the personal training thing.
Was
I
that
quit
Body
Republic,
by
and then I
Brad then? Like, was this
that's right.
okay, so that's where you started it. In that
That's where I
time.
started it.
Okay.
Yes, that's exactly where I started. And
Okay.
then from there, I was like, all right, well, what am I really gonna do to like grow this? So I quit Republic, went all in on the personal training, and then I left and I got back. I think it was January of the following year. We get a phone call and they're like, "Hey, guess what? This show's on. You're on." I'm like, "Holy shit!" Right?
Bradley, what
So
does that
now
feel like?
that feeling. I mean, there's a wave of unsure, right? Because a lot of us we didn't know how to do reality TV. This is all we're all new, which I think was a good thing. All of us coming in
Yep.
not knowing how to do anything, because now looking back, we have these new people come onto our show like this year and the previous 2 years, and they're like, we didn't really know what to do or what to expect, and I can see how intimidating that would be to
Yeah.
walk into a new show that's already been established with all these other people that know how this works, and then like try and like it's sink or swim,
Right.
to be honest with you. So and it was good. It worked out. Like everything was fine. And after that phone call in January, we started filming that summer.
So wait,
And
let me put a pin in that. You find out, let's call it on a Monday, and then what's the rest of the day and week like? I mean, do you just start thinking about your future differently and planning accordingly?
oh, for sure, I'm like, all right, well, am I have to get rid of Body by Brad? Like, do I have to stop doing the training? Am I going to like be successful with this? Like, do I need to change how I am? Do I need to
Right.
change who I'm hanging around? Like, your whole life is in limbo, and it still is to a certain extent because we'll film a show, but then we don't see it for another 6 to 8 months.
Oh.
So, and then have to relive it for the
Oh.
world to comment on, right? So it's weird to try and look at the rest of your life and plan things out when it's like hurry up and wait. It's unlike anything that you can imagine. So I mean, I got that call. Like you said, let's say I got that call on a Monday, and then I call my parents and I'm like, hey, listen, like I'm gonna be doing a reality TV show, and they're like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
I mean, mind you, keep in
How old
mind,
how old
I
were
grew up
you
in a
then?
Southern Baptist household. So you're from Georgia, you get it. You're in the Bible Belt here, like
Yeah.
that. Not exactly. Like people love to watch and judge, but participation frowned upon.
How old were you, Bradley, when you started Southern Hospitality?
23, 24,
Wow, that's a
24.
baby.
Yeah, 24.
So how did you
I know.
convince mom and dad that this might be okay?
Um, I told him it was fake. I said we're all acting. Don't worry about it. We're good. Yeah, it's
Did you
fine.
plan that beforehand?
No, I came up with that on the spot.
I love
And
it.
they obviously they know that now. Well, my mom knows that now, and it's fine. She's proud of me. She's very supportive. I'm very lucky to have a loving mother that supports me through it all. And but at first it was just like, okay, I'm going from this. I graduated from the Citadel,
Oh
right?
God,
So like I look great on paper.
you sure
I,
did.
I my resume is outstanding. I got a normal job, and then I said, okay, I'm going to quit my normal job. I'm going to start working at a bar. Oh, and now I'm going to start doing personal training. Oh, and also I'm going to start her on a reality television show, all within a year.
The thought in your head that maybe this will propel my business, especially in a small town. And did you also try to soften your parents up with that?
No, I did. I realized I'm like, okay, well, this gives me a chance to get national exposure for my brand, which
Okay.
I think is awesome.
Yeah.
That's great, right? And but at the same time, you know, how I am perceived on the show could also deter people from wanting to work with me.
Oh,
So it's a double-edged sword at
wow.
the same time. Um, but it, thankfully, it's worked out. I had success before the show started,
Okay.
so the show didn't really get on air until, which is now 2023, because we filmed that summer of 22, and then again we wait, right? So then it's on air. I already had a strong foothold in the community, thankfully. So I was able to build up my rep a little bit before TV happened. And you don't really see where it's hurt you, but you do see where it's helped you.
Oh,
So like I've
good.
had a lot of people have been like, oh wow, I saw you on TV and I wanted to work with you through that. And I'm like, okay, awesome, great, thank you, happy you're here. And they've turned into great friends and clients of mine. And then there's other people that I'm sure like that's just a guy that's on TV. I don't want anything to do with him.
But you might not know
And
that.
exactly, and you don't really know that because those people they might say something online, but those are the same people that will never say anything to your face.
Okay.
So you don't really know.
Bradley, for those of us who are not on reality TV, especially a young kid, what is the week before you first start filming like, and what is that first day?
Wow, you're taking me back.
Yeah, let's do this.
It's good. No, it felt like a lot of unease, a lot of butterflies, a lot of unsure,
I
a
think I
lot
feel it
of
now. I mean, you were 23?
24, 24, 23, 24 years old. You're opening yourself up to the world, and anyone can say anything they want about you. There's nothing that you can do about it. Um, you're anxious, you're nervous. I mean, I still get anxious and I still get nervous, and I've been doing it for 4 years.
Yeah.
So you can imagine how you were feeling on day one,
And what
week
was day
one.
one like?
It's you don't really know what to say on camera. I mean, I feel like you can kind of see it. Like when you look at season one, if you look at that first episode, it's very awkward, a little uncomfortable, because how do you? It's hard to flip that switch and have 4, 6 cameras sitting in front of you, and you're supposed to pretend like they're not there, no one's watching you, and you have to have hard conversations and be able to like hold it all together.
When we look
It's
back on season one and this past season, what what's the difference between Bradley then, Bradley all the way up to that reunion, and Bradley going into this next one?
um, more calm, more confident, definitely more confident, more sure of myself, and much more real and raw. You're forced to talk about your issues, so now I'm ready to take anything and everything head on.
Oh, I
There's
love
zero
hearing
questions
that.
behind it.
So I do hear from a lot of you reality guys that uh, it is therapy if you're open to it.
Hmm.
And so I've seen in Bradley Carter walls that were up, a stubbornness, uh, not totally soft about it all. And I feel right in this interview, we're going to see a different side of you. This one that's shooting. You're still are you still shooting?
We just finished 2 weeks ago.
Okay. I think we're going to see. Listen, you were a baby when you started this. They say the frontal
Baby.
lobe's not developed till you're 27. So when I look
Yeah.
back to that reunion, I even saw it then when you took the accountability. You did,
Mhm.
and you felt like
Own it.
shit. So let's just rewind this a second. I'm talking about how the night before the reunion, your boy Will uh, revealed to Maddie that the whole thing about her ex boyfriend cheating wasn't real. You were a bit in on it, but you said in the reunion, "I feel horrible. I didn't want to do this. Take us back to the reunion and take us to the night before."
Yes. So the night before the reunion, um, my girlfriend, who I'm still with,
Uh huh.
she was up there in New York with me. And originally going into New York, me, Joe, Maddie, and my girlfriend were all going to go watch the Super Bowl together.
Okay.
It was that weekend when we were up there.
Go Eagles.
Um, yeah,
I'm
go
in Philly.
Eagles. And we had plans to do that. And last second before the Super Bowl, it was weird. They pulled the plug. They're like, well, we're not really feeling that well. We're going to stay inside. I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. But whatever. So me and my girl went out and we watched the Super Bowl. The next morning, we're getting ready um, in the back, and I'm talking to Joe. I got a weird energy from Joe, and
Wow.
said hi to Maddie. I'm like, okay, like before we even sit on stage, I'm like, all right, something is definitely up. Like I know that something's off here, right? And so obviously we dive into the reunion more, and come to find out that that night before that they were sitting there and sharing text and receipts and all these things. And I'm like, all right, well, you know, at this point, it just is what it is. Like,
Bradley, what did that feel like? Were you like, oh no?
honestly, I truly felt bad for Maddie,
Good.
right?
Okay.
Because at the time, it's like, I'm sorry that, you had to feel this now, and I'm sorry that you had to find out the night before. That's, to me, that's very calculated
Well,
and like not, it's very disingenuous.
totally.
Because I feel like if you really cared, right, and if you wanted to right or wrong, you would have showed that earlier. But for me, it felt like, you know, you're in a new happy relationship. There's no point to dig up the past if we're all moving in a better direction. So
What'd you think
you're
about
doing
when
fine.
Will didn't show up to the reunion? Honestly, first top three things that came to your mind.
Um, Coward, soft, and fake,
Yeah.
right? Because we all signed up for the same circus. We all agreed to do the same thing. We all came in with the same mutual understanding that whatever spider webs are possibly in your closet, they're gonna get brought out, right?
Well,
Whatever you got, it's coming. Whether it's now or later, it's coming. And I feel like I can only speak for me. If I did something wrong, I'm gonna tell you. And if you think that I did something wrong and I know I didn't, I'm gonna stand on it and I will tell you that you were wrong till you are blue in the face.
Bradley,
Right?
how in the world did Will think any of how? How did he think that he wasn't going to get caught, get caught, get caught? And were you losing brain cells by the amount of lies? Like, what does that feel like on live? Not on live TV. What does that feel like on TV and when the cameras are down?
Yeah, no, it's exhausting,
Yeah.
truthfully. Yeah, it's exhausting because you would expect some level of like honesty and bro code to each other. And
Yeah.
and you know what? If you want to stay together, that's fine. No one's saying you cannot stay together. But like the least you could do is own it, right? If you got caught, just own that. Stand in that. Stand in your truth and be like, you know what, I fucked up. Like I should have been real with you and I wasn't, and I'm sorry. And the fact that he continuously runs from it is wanting to sit in the back and leave his girlfriend out to dry. That's another thing.
Yeah.
If my girl is on stage, best believe I'm right there with her and I'm got her back. I'm here for her, you know?
Well, I loved when Joe
So,
said to her, I actually feel sad. I feel sick that you're out here to hang dry. And you know what's interesting is she never gives you the sense, or at least before this season that's going to show, that she has any doubt.
and to my knowledge, I've never seen her even turn and ask him to his face, like, did you do this? It's like this blind belief. And I think that's the weirdest part. I think if you looked at every other girl that is on our show and in our friend group, you'll get to know my girlfriend this season. If you looked at her and said, Brad did X, Y, and Z, the first thing she would do, did you do this? What is this? What am I hearing? Explain yourself now. And we never got that. Um, ever.
So many of the reality shows, there once in a while is that wife or girlfriend who just doesn't see it until she does. It is sad. What does Andy Cohen do when Will doesn't come out? Is he just furious?
Hey, I mean, I got a job to do here.
Yeah.
And you know what you're doing? You're making my job harder. So you know what that's going to cause you? You're fired. Like if you're going to sit here and make my job even harder, even though you knew the responsibility that was like asked of you, and you want to pull this very last second thing, um, you know that there are consequences for everything you do. So
What
and
is reunion day like, and why did you have to do the clubhouse? Why didn't you get like a fake Republic or like a fake uh, Body by Bradley gym set?
yeah, that'd be nice. We're working on that next year, so you stay tuned for that. The night before the reunion is filled with a lot of anxiety, a lot of unsure. Um, just because you have to answer for everything that went on due to the previous summer. So it's definitely a weird, right? Because also the night before the reunion, or like probably about 3 days before the reunion, here's some insider info. You get the last probably about 3 to 4 episodes
Ugh.
before they air, and
Ugh.
you have to watch all of that before you go out onto that stage.
Oh,
So, when you see these moments where people are getting super upset, it's because, I mean, less than 8 hours ago, they just
they
got
just
filled in
saw it.
on, yeah, on everything. And that's draining.
Was there any sense of relief? Like, I just want to own it. I want to put it to bed and I want to be done.
Hmm. For sure. Yeah, and I think that was probably the best thing that I could have done, right? If
I
I
thought you
sat
were
there
great.
and keep running, you know what I mean? Like that, what are we gonna really do here? What is that fixing for anyone? Right? I can provide some clarity. We can put this to bed and this, because if I sat up there and I was like, no, 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 we would have spent another 30 minutes sitting there going back and forth about how, this happened, it didn't happen, da, da, da,
Ugh.
da. Like, no.
Can
Like,
can we
you know
talk
what? I'm gonna
about hot take? Why do I have a crush on Austin? What's your first thing that comes to mind?
the first thing that comes to mind. All right, so to give you a visual, and I can send this to you later. Austin was reading a book before the reunion.
Oh, that's so sexy.
Yeah,
What
that's
was the
that's
book
the kind
though?
of guy Austin. I can't remember. I feel like it was something like The Art of War,
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that.
yeah. That's
You
my
know what I
Austin.
mean? Yeah.
Right? Like
Something
like
along
like it's
those
a hot
lines.
take that I think he's so
Yeah.
cute. And I loved
No.
how he was like, "No, no. None of that was true." Like he's
Yeah.
good TV.
Yeah.
How are things with you and Lake right this second?
Me and Lake are good.
Okay?
We kind of had a little bit of a rough summer. Um,
Okay?
not we stumbled coming out of the gate, but we ended up finishing strong,
Good.
so that's good.
Good.
And you know, Lake she's on the younger side of a
Yes.
lot of us, right? TJ's 34, Joe's 30, I'm 28, Maddie's 28, Emmy's
How
27.
old is
Like a lot of it.
Austin?
Austin is 31.
You're still too young
31.
for me.
He's within range.
Do it. Yeah, that's a damn good one. Can you put in a good word to Craig
I
Conover
can.
for me?
Are you coming to BravoCon?
Of course, I'm coming to BravoCon.
We're gonna have a time.
Yeah, we're going to time.
Perfect.
You have never met anyone who detests exercise more than me, Bradley. Bradley, I've gone to therapists about it. Bradley, wait, I actually wrote some jokes. Bradley, so you are someone who adores and loves exercise. You have a run club. You're always running. What are you running from, Bradley?
Therapy. No,
Oh,
I'm just kidding. My
okay.
trauma. No, I didn't start out as a runner. Okay, and don't think that I'm some like crazy 30-mile kind of guy. Okay, I enjoy running socially. It's fun,
Tell me about
and it's
this
tequila
run.
shaken
Tell me
espresso.
about the
Mm.
run tour that you're going on.
Oh, I'm glad you asked. I see that DJs and everything else are going on tour,
Yeah.
right? They do performances all across the country.
Hashtag Maddie
So my thought,
Reese.
hashtag Maddie Reese, my girl. So I thought to myself, why do I not just bring something that I'm passionate about, right? And I go into these cities and I create community, and we have a 30-minute little workout, right?
Just
No
30
running
minutes.
involved, just 30 minutes. That's not too bad. 30-minute workout. Then we have a DJ, we have food, we have drinks after. We have create this vibe, because I believe in 50-50, right? We
Yeah.
do a little workout, we eat some good food, we drink a little bit, we have a time, and then you're out of there by noon, right? I know you like that timing. That's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not
Mommy
bad
can
at all.
take her. Are you the only one doing something like this? Because this has legs, Bradley.
I think it has legs,
Get it?
and
Legs
you know
running.
what? Yes, this thing happened. It's starting Saturday next week, September 27th. Then October 4th, we're going to Greenville, South Carolina. October 11th, we're at a nightclub in Charlotte. Yeah, nightclub at 9:30 in the morning. We're having light show, DJ, the full thing.
Damn.
And then October 18th at this amazing brewery on the Beltline in Atlanta, and it's gonna be a time.
Mommy's
I'm
from
super
Atlanta.
excited. Not yet.
I
Okay,
grew up
look
in
at that.
Atlanta, and I've been in Philadelphia for almost 30 years. Go Birds!
Go Birds. I went to the Kansas City Eagles game this past weekend.
Damn.
Yeah, I had a great time.
I bet you did. Did you kiss Taylor Swift?
No, I was trying to find her, but I ran out of time. It's
Mm,
okay.
whatever. I'd rather meet Southern Hospitality cast than her. Do you bring Matty Reese and TJ and his hot dogs on tour with you?
Ooh, you're asking the burning questions that everyone wants to know.
I know I'm so good.
And I can't say yet, but just say we're working on some things.
So, mommy is going to her first BravoCon. What are some
Mm.
inside tips? And what room number is Craig's?
Um, well, we're staying at. No, I'm just kidding. Um, I would say make sure you get there early. Wear comfortable shoes
Bradley,
because you're gonna do a lot
Bradley,
of walking. Oh, you're ready.
please. Yeah, I won't wear my stilettos through Vegas
Yeah.
for 4 days. Thanks for that tip. This is the time of the show, Bradley Carter. And I want you to say whatever comes to mind where I ask Bradley Carter. Am I a fan, healthy fan of Bradley Carter? Or am I batshit crazy fanatic of Bradley Carter?
All right. You want my honest answer? Or
Please,
you want like
yeah, I can take it.
Okay. 100% a fanatic, and I love every second of it. It's great. It's a good thing.
Thank you so much, Bradley Carter.
Thank you so much for having me, and I will see you in Vegas.